Welcome to the penultimate race of the 1957 Formula 1 season, and the title race is almost at an end. Two drivers come here still fighting for that crown, and it could all be decided today depending on what happens in the race today. We are here at the Feldbergring in Germany, a circuit which hosted motorcycle racing and Formula 3 at one time. However, it was closed in 1955 as a result of the Le Mans disaster, as they failed to make necessary safety improvements to the circuit, and the Feldbergring was lost to history. We would have gone to Pescara for today's race, however Pescara isn't available in Assetto Corsa, so we've chose Feldberg as a suitable replacement. Now, Palmer could win the championship if he finishes in the top 5, however Vettel could take the fight to Monza next week if he can win, secure the fastest lap, and Palmer fails to score points. So with all that being said, let's have a look to see where our title contenders start on the grid. First on pole is first time is Jenson Button, who won his first Grand Prix last weekend at the Nürburgring. However, Alberto Ascari will be the fierce challenger for him today, as Ascari starts P2. Jack Palmer has the advantage over Vettel as he starts P3 and only has to stay there to win his second World Championship title. Right next to him is his rival Vettel in P4, who I'm sure will be very eager to get past him as quick as possible. All eyes will be on those two throughout today's race. Further down we can see Ayrton Senna in P5 and Jackie Stewart in P6. Michael Schumacher finds himself in the relegation zone, but has a good chance to score points and secure his spot on the grid next season as he starts P8. Lewis Hamilton also finds himself in danger as he starts P12 in front of his old rival Nico Rosberg in P13. P15 we see Jim Clark alongside Valtteri Bottas in P16. Juan Manuel Fangio is the third driver in danger of relegation and starts P18. In P19 is Kimi Raikkonen, and right at the back is defending champion Emerson Fittipaldi. We are nearly at the end of the 1957 F1 season, and we have two more races to bring you. The championship fight is still hot, and anything can happen here or Monza to decide who takes the crown. At Feldberg though, 20 drivers will tackle this mountain of a circuit, and one of the longest on the calendar, of each lap covering 7.25 miles, and only 5 laps will be covered here in Germany. So let's head to the grid for the 1957 Feldberg Grand Prix. So here we are then on the grid at Feldberg, and I can tell you now, I'm really excited for this race. I remember looking at the calendar for the first time thinking, Feldberg should be good fun, but it's a difficult track. This isn't going to be easy. If I'm going to stay on the road, I've got to really concentrate throughout most of this race. It's a difficult track, it really is, and it's pretty much on a mountain, so you go up, you go down, there's so many corners to worry about, and there's even a whole town. The town is just over there, I've forgotten what it was called, but there's a downhill braking zone, probably one of the steepest downhill braking zones. You think turn 10 at Bahrain is bad? Wait till we see what happens there. I expect a few cars to collide with each other, but here we are. The championship could be decided today if I just stay here or drop down to P5. Doesn't matter, I just need to score at least 2 points and that's it. The championship is decided and I've won it. But obviously it kind of depends on what happens to that man there, Sebastian Vettel, and you'll notice we're very spaced out with a lot of space here. And Sebastian Vettel, who's there in the blue Maserati, he's my main challenger. Now he has to win and secure the fastest lap, and for me to finish outside the top 5 to take the man. He won't win it, he will take the championship to Monza. So there's quite a bit at stake. There's a little bit at stake, and obviously we're here at Feldberg. We would have been at Pescara, but it's not available in Assetto Corsa. There is someone making one, and it's going to be it's made by Italo Tracks, who made Naples. If you saw that video, it was quite a while ago, it's about a year ago now, but yes, someone is making it, but it's not ready in time. It will feature on this channel at one point, but not part of the historic F1 series. But yeah, we're coming to an end of this season. It's gone really quickly. Seems like yesterday it began, but yeah, it's nearly at the end. We've got here and then Monza next weekend, and that's the 57 season over. I know what next season will be, and we have already started plans for that. And yeah, this is going to be interesting. Obviously, no one else apart from myself as Sebastian Vettel has a chance of winning. But yeah, I think the first few corners will be decisive, and knowing me, I think it's going to be hard to go through this race without crashing into something. Yeah, it's a little bit nerve-wracking. I'm nervous, but also excited. I just want to get this one out of the way, because Monza, I think, will be somewhat more suitable to how I drive. This one is difficult, and I had to put in quite a bit of practice to make sure it's all okay. Because I've come here not really knowing this track. I've done a few, you know, just me in a car, just driving around. Never, this is the first time I'm doing a race on this channel. But completely, I've never done a race at all on this one, so I'm excited. I only just managed to get my lap time under 5 minutes in practice, so I really don't know how the other cars are going to behave. I have absolutely no idea. Just heightens the tension a little bit, but yeah, it's fast. It's a fast track. It's not slow, but we had a Nürburgring last week, and now we've got this. So 2 very tough tracks, one after another. So I think with all that being said, let's get into this. Okay, here we go. It's the 1957 Feldberg Grand Prix. Is go. We've got off to a good start. Plenty of wheel spin. Up into second, third, and Sebastian Vettel has got past me just before the town of Feldberg. Yes, I googled it before the start of the race. Now I must point out, if there's stuttering, I do apologise. I've tried to get rid of it. This is actually the 4th attempt me trying to do this race, but there's nothing I can do. I think it's just the amount of detail in this track, on this circuit. That's what's causing it. Right, we're down through the downhill braking zone with all the cobbles. That is just upsetting this Formula 1 car. But we're still with Vettel now. And we've got through there absolutely fine. And the game seems to be handling it quite well, which is good. Although stuttering is starting already. Like I said, nothing I can do. Try to get rid of it. I think it's just because of how many cars there are and how big the circuit is. Yeah, that's what's causing it. I mean, it handled 30 cars at Spa the other day, which was a surprise to me. But Jelly now. In P4, Jenson Button's still leading. Pescara's in second, I could just about see. I've got Senna behind me in P5. Don't know who's behind him, and I don't think there's been any retirements. Nope. No retirements as of yet. Oh! And there's contact. Senna's hit me. He's hit me pretty hard, but luckily don't lose too many positions. And we're out the points. It's going to take quite a lot for me to lose this championship. But it's not impossible. And right now, come on. Already out the points. But like I said, Vettel needs to win, and to then also score the fastest lap point to take the championship to the next race, which is at Monza. So I can't lose the championship, but I prefer to win it today. I want to get it over and done with. It'll be interesting to see the replay and see what Senna did to hit me like that. Not exactly welcome, not exactly friendly, is it? Right, so we're now P7, that's Damon Hill in front of us. Jackie Stewart's now in their final points position. Jason Button's still leading. You can see just the amount of corners they're going to have to contend with. But here it starts getting a little bit quick. 5th gear now. Under this inner gold bridge. Got all the mountain ranges on our right. I'm not going to look at them because I'm obviously trying to concentrate on the race. Now here's an awkward corner. Look at the camper as we go down the hill. 3rd gear now. Accidentally hit Damon Hill there, but luckily no damage done. It's going to be weird to overtake. I really don't know what I'm going to do. to get the overtake done on Hill or anyone. I mean, I was lucky just to get Vettel at the start. No, I didn't get Vettel at the start, did I? He got the he got the overtake on me. So I'm really not too sure how I'm going to do it. It seems any overtake seems risky. But we use the guardrail to our advantage as we overtake Damon Hill, which just overwrites everything I just said. Although I did kind of cheat a little bit. I didn't intend to do that. Look at how fast this is. This is scary. I'm not too sure which one's scarier, this track or the Nürburgring as we go wide. No. Luckily you didn't lose too much time. So now P6. Jackie Stewart's in front of us. Sebastian Vettel is now in P2, which is slightly concerning, but he hasn't got the fastest lap. No one has yet, because haven't completed the first lap. We're just about to, though. It's practically flat out from here till the end. One of the scariest parts of the track. Go through this little kink under the bridge. Everyone's really far ahead of me, and everyone's really far behind me. A little bit of lift. A little bit of braking here, turn in. And in the pits are just around this next couple of corners. Here we go. So this is the first lap. Jenson Button's got the fastest lap so far. Yeah. Oh no. Luckily it's fine. Obviously if that was real life I'd have gone straight through that fence and into all the cows. But we've made up a lot of time there. Seems like the AI may be quite slow on that sort of straight bit. We've got to brake really early here. I'm not seeing any road or skid marks or anything like that. So it looks like Button is way ahead. Yes, 3 seconds in front of Button, in front of Vettel. So he's way up there. He looks certain to win again. But Vettel's the second. Despite the fact I'm not in the points, it's not going to be good enough. If it ends this way, then I'm still champion. We've got Jackie Stewart in front of me now, occupying the final points position. Had a difficult start, but let's try and make up a bit of ground now. Right, I thought about the move there, but thought better of it. Slightly accidental. And that's Senna. Nope, that's Damon Hill behind me now. Senna's in P4. Michael Schumacher P9. So he's not having any improvements. Doesn't score. If he doesn't score today, then he will only have one more chance to secure his survival. Otherwise, he won't be on the grid for next year. All these leaves. Beautiful track though, absolutely stunning circuit. Highly recommend. I was lost for words there. Highly recommend the circuit to anyone. It's a brilliant circuit. It's difficult. You know, it's not easy at all. And I'm not here acting like an expert because I'm not an expert at all. Elsewhere then. Fittipaldi's still last. He's still two seconds off of Raikkonen, and Raikkonen's 7 seconds off of P18. As I go slightly wide, forgot to change gear. That's fine. We're still in it. As it stands, I'm still champion, but Vettel is catching Button. He's only half a second off. What on earth has happened there? Maybe Button had a little scary moment, but yeah, Vettel was fast catching Button right now, and that probably have the fastest lap as a result. So I'm gonna have to really get past Jackie Stewart, but also I've got to be really careful not to crash. It's so easy to do so. So I'm just gonna keep to my game plan, keep it neat and tidy, not make any stupid mistakes. Don't panic, just keep doing what I'm doing. Whew. It's intense. It's only lap 2 of 5. Damon Hill's still behind me. Well, 2 seconds behind me now. Damon Hill. I would tell you the rest of the grid, but I'm not trying not to look. Otherwise, I know if as soon as I do that, I will crash. Right, so it looks like Jackie Stewart is making a move on the centre in front. Quite risky side by side around here. Quite easy to crash, as I found out in practice many times. I've got to try and keep away from them. I don't want to hit them. Now for the really scary fast bit. Oh, there's a little bit of contact there. That's Ascari, Jackie Stewart. No, sorry. So this is Senna, Stewart, and Ascari now leads this sort of pack. There he is, and there's Button and Vettel way up ahead. I'm pretty sure I just saw a car behind me. I think it's Graham Hill. It is Graham Hill. Look at how quick he is. Bloody hell. That's just the scary part. Will the AI brake? I think they will. I'm going to have to do the same. Holy Jesus. This is scary, man. Right. Lost out there. There's cars forming up behind me now. There's a mistake. Costly mistake. Jenson Button's got a fastest lap. Nope. Vettel there. Fastest lap, Sebastian Vettel. If you race down and complete this second lap and start the third, I've done a mistake. Oh, forgot my braking point. Graham Hill now has the fastest lap. That's going to help me. If he doesn't, then it's not. If Vettel doesn't get the fastest lap, it's not the end of the world. Where did that come from? Who was that? Was that Michael Schumacher? Look, mate, I know you want to secure a survival, but... Right, guys, I don't think that was my fault for once. Right. So, Schumacher and Damon Hill just got in front of me. Got a whole group of drivers from the 90s. We've got, obviously, Damon Hill, Michael Schumacher, and Senna. All up here. Slightly risky move there, but still good. This has been a somewhat chaotic race so far. It seems to go from going really well and then goes really badly through no fault of my own. But the AI are super aggressive. You need to chill. Nearly lost it there through oversteer. Vettel's still second. He hasn't got the fastest lap, but he'll be level on points if he only scores one fastest lap between now and then. Well, and Monza. Which will basically give me the win because I have more wins than him throughout the season. But we still have to wait and see. Let's not worry about that now. Let's just get this race over and done with. I might need to up my game a little bit just to get through these cars. It's going to be super difficult. Probably harder to pass than it is at the Nürburgring. There's all these elevation changes, all these weird cambers. Just weird corners in general. These are just so strange. Oh god. A little bit of wall riding. Get off the wall. Come on. What are you doing? What's wrong with my car? It won't engage. What? Oh, come on. We've dropped and dropped. For some reason or another, the car just would not want to engage gear. Oh man, this has gone terribly wrong now. I have had issues with changing gear lately, I've noticed. I was doing a little race at Bahrain in my, well, it's not mine, but the RSS Formula 2013. And I noticed sometimes it wouldn't change gear when I wanted it, and that was with the paddle shifters. And sometimes when I change gear, say from 4th to 5th, it'll go to 6th. And it was really strange. Where's my gear stick now? Oh, luckily managed to keep hold of that. Right, who's this then? This is Francois Surveyor. We're going to have to try our best to get back through the field. It's not going to be easy though. Issues and reckless drivers have really hurt my race today. Let's get past my teammate. We do that, move up to P11. Holy damn, this has been a difficult one. My right arm is going to be destroyed by the end of this. Not in a dirty way, get that thought out of your head. Just the amount of times I'm going to have to change gear in this race. The amount of throttle control I'm going to have to deploy. Let's go a little bit quicker through here, which I think we've just done. Not too sure who's in front here. It's Nicky Lauda. Nicky Lauda here. He's not had a good season so far. Right, now we're going to have to go full balls to the wall.
Gonna sweep in, yes! Brilliant! What a brilliant move! Side by side down the straight!
Right, we lost a whole bunch of time. P11 now. Sebastian Vettel, luckily though, is still in P2. So still as it stands, I will be world champion. But I want more. I want more points. Through there, fine. Through there, fine. A little bit of braking. Through here, fine. Like clockwork, ladies and gentlemen. Full throttle for here, a little bit of lift, full throttle again, and caught right up to Nicky Lauda again. Start the 4th lap now, brake now, don't forget your braking point, Jack. All good-ish. Oh dear. 4th gear now as we approach Reifenberg. Bit of a weird name for a town, I must say. Reifenberg. Lovely to him. Looks very pretty. These cobbled streets are wonderful. But Formula 1 cars don't really like it. Right. I thought I'd struggle with that section a lot more than what I actually have. Graham Hill still at the fastest lap. And look at that. Michael Schumacher now in the points. P5 for Michael Schumacher. I'll gift him 2 points if he can finish there. And pretty much guarantee his spot on the grid for next year. So it's not all doom and gloom. Can I make the move here? No, he shuts the door. Come on, Nicky, move out of the way. I'm going to go to the left, I think. And managed. Nice. So now we're in P9. Oh, P10 again. No, P11. This is battle for P10. Senna's dropped to P8 as well. He's not had a good race. I mean, karma. He did hit me there. That explains those skid marks. Right, we need to get past you, Nicky. I'm really sorry, mate. So yeah, I know what car we're using for next season as well. It's not an easy car. Drove it around Aintree the other day and found it quite difficult to drive. And it is a fairly new car to the Assetto Corsa world. And it's not finished. It's still an early access car, but it's okay. It will do the job. We haven't got much choice anyway for what cars we use for next season. All will be revealed at a later time. And of course we still got to get this season out of the way. Come on, get out of the way, Nicky. Come on. Move. Fucking move. This is pod racing. Pretty much is, because we are in a pod. Why are you slowing down? Come on. Wave my fist in anger. Have you won a championship? No. I have one. Could be two by the end of today. Why are you slowing down so much? You're so slow, come on. Uh-oh. See what I mean? No! Probably the most scenic racing you could do, ever. Apart from maybe the Targa Florio, but you're not really racing there, you're just setting out good times. Kind of like a rally event, really. But it is now. Right. Oh. So I think we've got past Niki Lauda absolutely fine. We've got Mika Hakkinen in front now. In front of him, it's Ayrton Senna. Catching right up to him, he's taking this quite slow. Right. I'm going. Oh. Sorry, buddy. Really sorry. Right. I think we got it. P9 now. I've got Senna in front of P8, but I think Hakkenen's going to try and get back. He is getting back. This is going to be. It's going to be difficult to keep him behind me, actually. Okay, he's still there. Shut the door on him. He backs off a little bit. That's right. Okay. Almost ready to start the final lap now. Went through there accidentally in full throttle, but never mind. We survived it. Under the Bosch Bridge. Left, right. Oh, lots of... Hold it, hold it, hold it. Good. Graham Hill now is the fastest lap again. Alright. Oh no, it's me. I've got the fastest lap now. Okay, that's even better. Don't know how I managed that. Didn't feel like a good lap. But well. Let's give it full beans from now on. This is the final lap now. The champion's lap. If it ends this way. It'll be impossible for Vettel to catch up if it finishes this way. Oh, crikey. Ooh. It's been a chaotic race so far. Let's not end on a good note. Probably won't finish in the points, but again, I'll still be champion. Because he hasn't won it and scored the fastest lap. That's what he needed to do, but so far, might not get it. Ooh, scrape that thing. Right, we've got Ayrton Senna now in front. And we've got another white car. This is all I've been seeing is white cars. And that is Damon Hill, by the way. Michael Schumacher. Now P6. And of course Graham Hill is in P5. No surprises there. He was absolutely super fast. But Michael Schumacher can feel positive because it will start P6 for the Italian Grand Prix. Elsewhere, Lewis Hamilton is P13. Still not good enough for him. Fangio is P17. See, the guys with the 0 points are separated by their average finishing position, which is why Valtteri Bottas is so far down to the on the grid and Graham Hill was so high up. I mean, if Graham Hill finishes in this position, he won't need to worry about that. He will move into the point scorers and positions. But yeah, all the ones that haven't scored points are separated by their average finishing position. With the exception of Hamilton and Schumacher, they have 2 retirements each. And retirements will cost you. Looks like Senna's trying to make a move on Damon Hill now. See, not many people have scored points this season. Last year I think it was only like 3 didn't score. But I think for next season the point system is getting a slight revision. I think. Can't actually remember. I haven't actually looked that far. Right. I'm gonna have to do more races at this track. It's been really good fun. Chaotic, but sometimes we like a bit of chaos, right? Right, we got past Senna unexpectedly. He's still keeping tabs with me somewhere though. I can't see him. There he is. So we've now moved up to P8. It's the battle for P7. Damon Hill, he shuts the door. I lose a bit of control, we lose a bit of time. Go up to 4th gear now. We gain a bit of composure. Senna's still there, let's hope he doesn't rear end me again. I'll break in now. For this right-hander. Easy to get it wrong there. Take it too quick, you die. 5th gear now. Give it tight. I'm going to try and keep this as fast as I can. And we have. But I lost all my momentum. Right. Let's try and take him into this hairpin. And we just about got it down. I think he got a much better exit than me. He did. So we got to really just go for it now. Don't know where Senna is. He's over a second behind, so I don't think it's a problem. Vettel's really backed off now, so I think this is it, ladies and gentlemen. I think this is it. Unless something absolutely drastic happens. The finishers and leaders are crossing the line now. Oh god. Under the boss bridge. Oh no. Oh, I knew that would happen. But it doesn't matter. It's a P8 finish. I think. Yeah, P8 finish. Nearly wasn't. But I am world champion of 1957. We've done it. Oh. After the disappointment of last season, where everything went wrong, we've won the championship now. A complete redemption. Yes, it's us. Second world title in the bag here at the Feldbergring, and Sebastian Vettel has failed, and now your new world champion, Jack Palmer, for the second time in historic F1 war, and almost completely dominating. 4 wins this season out of 8. Could be a 5th on the way. Wasn't to be today, but it's going to be hard anyway. But here we are at Feldbergring, and God, that last bit was just, I had to stay quiet because I just had to concentrate so much, and as soon as I uttered a word it just crashed. Right, done it, boys. Won the world championship. Formula 1 world champion. I didn't even have to score any points. Oh wait, no, I did score a point for the fastest lap, so it makes it just a little bit sweeter. Fantastic. Right, let's go have a look at the results and see what that means for the rest of the championship, on the rest of the table, should I say, and yeah, celebrate. So there it is, guys. I have won the 1957 Formula 1 World Championship. I'm actually quite chuffed with that, because I remember how frustrating last season was. The crashes, all the mistakes, all the times I threw away a lead, and it was a horrible season, and obviously that final day finale will never be topped in my opinion. But now I stand here, or sit here shall I say, as a world champion, as the world champion. And that's pretty satisfying to win it at that place. So I'm feeling good. But as you can see there, let's not forget, let's ignore that for a minute and focus on the results then. And as you can see there, Jenson Button has had his second win of the season, his second win overall as well, and his second in a row. He won last weekend, and here he is again. Jenson Button wins the Feldberg Grand Prix. In second place, of course, Sebastian Vettel. Got close, but had a charge at him, but couldn't make it in the end. He backed off, and Jackie Stewart also finishing a third and finishing off the podium places. Ascari finishing in 4th, and Graham Hill scored his first points this season in P5. Michael Schumacher misses out by just, then have a look at the timings, just a couple of seconds in P6. Damon Hill in P7 and myself in P8 as well. Elsewhere, Ayrton Senna had a horrible race and finished P9. I'm not too sure what happened to him, but horrible race for him. But let's have a look down there. Lewis Hamilton finishing in P13, not good. He has a lot of work to do next race if he wants to stay on the grid for next season. Prost as well, P14, and Bottas in P16, Kimi Raikkonen in P17, Fangio P18, he's at risk of relegation. Clark in P19, and Emerson Fittipaldi couldn't improve and finished dead last in P20. And surprisingly, there were no retirements at all. There might have been a few accidents which involved me. Ayrton Senna nearly put me out, but there were no retirements, which is pleasing to see. But yeah, no retirements, which is, I expected quite a few, but none, so I'm surprised. But let's have a look at the most important part, the World Championship standings. And there it is, Jack Palmer, myself, right at the top, 44 points. Now mathematically uncatchable, and unfortunately for Vettel, he cannot win, but I stand on top as world champion. Sebastian Vettel only has 32, 12 points separate them. It cannot be possible. Jenson Button, however, moves up to 3rd with 25 points, dropping Alberto Pescara down to 4th. And elsewhere, Jackie Stewart moves up to 7th with 8 points. Graham Hill also moves up to 10th with 2 points. Niki Lauda also gained a few positions, with the average finishing positions throughout the season moves up to 11th. Jim Clark, however, moves down to 16th, which is dangerously close to the relegation zone, and I'm sure he wouldn't be feeling any good about that. And Fangio's poor result means he remains in 18th, which means if he stays like that, he will be out, which is quite a shame considering Michael Schumacher and Lewis Hamilton will be the other two drivers, and we don't want to be losing that amount of world championships on the grid, do we? And Valtteri Bottas also in 17th, still dangerously close. So anything can happen at Monza, where we're travelling to next weekend. And Monza has a little bit of history in HF1. I haven't actually done too well there, so I'm not expecting much from me. For some reason, just hasn't gone well. Obviously, last year we had that almighty crash, which eventually led to my retirement and me watching the rest of the race unfold from the stands, and that was the second race of the season last year. But what I'm thinking, well, not at the front, nothing can be decided, and obviously Jenson Button will be hoping to earn his 3rd win in the season. Obviously, so will Sebastian Vettel. But at the back, that's where all matters. Obviously, Michael Schumacher is very close to scoring points, and if he does, he will be safer and he'll be on the grid for next year. But it's the rest of the drivers. You have to look out for Jim Clark, Valtteri Bottas and Juan Manuel Fangio, as well as Lewis Hamilton. So all those drivers are in danger of being removed, and I'm sure some of you out there who are fans of those drivers don't want that to happen. But all will be made clear at the final race of the season at the Autodromo Monza. Autodromo Monza, or was it something else in the middle? I can't remember. I'm not Italian. I just call it Monza, and that's where we're going. And as usual, we'll have the banking. We'll have just pure speed. A truly good race should be had. Shut up. Anyways, guys, that was the Feldberg Grand Prix. I hope you did enjoy that one. That was actually a good, fun race. I might do another one of these on this circuit, but at some point. But until then, hope you enjoyed, and if you did, I'd really appreciate you liking this video and even commenting. What do you think how this season? I mean, this season overall hasn't been as exciting as previous ones, in my opinion anyway. Nothing really interesting happened, but don't worry. As we go through the years in Formula 1, things will get more and more exciting, trust me, and that's a promise from me to you. But again, if you did enjoy it, comment down below what you think, and subscribe as well if you're new. I really appreciate that. And until the next upload, which will be during the week as usual, have a safe one, enjoy the rest of your weekend, and I'll see you in the next one. See you later. See you at Monza.